So, allow me now to give you some more details and background of the so-called PSG Flex Basic line. As I already mentioned in my introduction, we at PSG differentiate between different type of heating line regarding the jacket. Here you can see the extruded line, which I will explain in another video. But here I would like to show you the so-called PSG Flex line. This is a very common line for emission monitoring applications. Very common because the holding temperature of this line is between 180 and 200 degrees C. The technology works as the following. It's a so-called fixed resistant heater, which means there's a certain resistance which powers the line with 60 to 90 watts per meter, and this allows us to give the holding temperature of 180 to 200 degrees C even with minus 20 degrees C outside temperature. What you can see here is a PTFE inner core, and the heater is directly wrapped around the inner core, the PTFE line. It is also as an option available in PFA, and it's also possible to supply another not heated tube inside, which you might need for your calibration. The advantage of this line is the high flexibility. You can see this is only a very short piece. If you have a longer piece, you can see that it is very flexible. And what you also need to consider is that this line needs a temperature controller. So you will find a PT100, which is positioned wherever you require it to be positioned. And this line is typically fully manufactured, which means it is ready to use, as there's no option to cut this line because of the heating technology. We manufacture this with different caps. You can see here, this is kind of our standard. It's a silicon cap, including the power supply, regarding the power supply lengths of the cable and the positioning of the PT100 or the thermocouple. You can individually decide upon your requirements. If the bending radius, which we estimate will be 6 times the outer diameter, is still too high for your requirement, there's also another option available. This would be also the PSG Flex Basic line, and it comes with a polyamide braid jacket. And as you can see here, this one is even more flexible. Another big advantage of these type of lines is you can move it. So there might be application, for example, mobile applications where there's a lot of movement needed in this type of lines. With a fixed resistant heater, it is no problem to have a very long lasting solution.